Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name is Lainey and this is Crafted by Lucas. We are going to be crafting for Valentine's Day. Some of the blanks that I'm using are going to be from Target and a couple from Hobby Lobby. I've got two different color vinyl here. This one is Cricut and it's like a shimmery pink. And then this one is actually a color changing vinyl that I've had for a while but hadn't used. So let's go ahead and start weeding this out here. So I just pulled up that corner. This was a design in Design Space. It's a it's for a mug, and I don't recall what I searched for, but it was all to do with Valentine's Day stuff. So just type in that search engine in Design Space under images. You can get so specific, and yeah, you'll be surprised what you can find under the images. Okay, so this, like I said, it's got that like shimmer. I love this. This came in, oh man, it came with two other colors. One was like a teal and one was kind of like a champagne. Really, really pretty variety pack. Let me see, I'm trying to get my weeding tool here. That used to be so much more pink. I just realized that it's starting to get a little discolored. Let's see. How cute. The center of the bow is a little heart. So everything that I am using, all the designs, are from Cricut Design Space. I try to use I only use Design Space because I pay for the access every month. So I just don't look at other companies because I'm already paying for Cricut. So just bear that in mind if you like anything that I'm using today. It is all available to you in Cricut. I just need to finish weeding out these little centers of the bows, and then we'll lay this on the cup, and then we will weed out the second design here, and that one's going to be the color changing. So as you can see right now, it's a pale pink, and the color changing is supposed to be a red. And it is Hobby Lobby brand. It's a 405 Basics. So I'm interested to see on how it works, how it cuts, weeds, and then obviously the color changing part. Oh my goodness, these bows are where it's at. So cute. And I am, uh-oh, goodness sakes. I ripped it. It's okay. Okay. I was about to say something. I forgot. Alrighty, let's bring in some transfer tape here. And this is from Amazon. So let me magnetize this down here and then kind of eyeball this measurement. Okay, so I'm going to cut it straight across. And one thing that I need to do before we apply this vinyl, I need to clean my mug with rubbing alcohol so this will stick down and stay down. So let's do that real quick. This is just a pump bottle from Amazon. It came in a 3-pack. And I prefer the pump bottles over the spray because the spray just kind of gets alcohol everywhere. And it does dry super fast, but sometimes I just don't want all that mess. So I just prefer the pump. So we're just wiping down the surface here. And you do this with all vinyl. What I like to compare this to is the wall command strips. You know, in the directions it says, you know, clean the surface with rubbing alcohol and then place your command strip down. And then wait a certain amount. It's like 24 hours before you actually hang any weight on it. And vinyl works the same way. You need to prep that surface so the vinyl can stick down and stay down just as a command strip would. Okay, so I've got a little exposed where the transfer tape was a little short, which is my eyeballing cutting measurement was off. Just said a whole bunch of words there that did not make sense. Either way, you know what I mean. Okay, so I am just burnishing this down to get that transfer tape to stick to all those cute bows. You guys let me know if you are actually crafting for Valentine's Day. This is my only craft with me for Valentine's Day. I'm just doing this one. It's just a few things that I'll, you know, put out in our kitchen just to be a little festive. Let's see here. I always like to know if, you know, people actually decorate for certain holidays, you know, for Valentine's Day and then for spring, because they're not your traditional holidays like, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay. And this is from Hobby Lobby. This is actually from the spring shop. It's $6.59. I got it for 40 or 50% off. And I loved it because it was this color, and I love the bamboo lid and the glass. The glass nature of it. It's just my jam. So, okay. Just laying it down there, and I'm going to move slow as I wrap the cup. Going slow so I can work out any bubbles. I think that that is a darling. Okay, so let's peel this back. And you know what? There's a little bit, I see bubbles. So I'm going to bring in my scraper tool and work on each bow, just applying pressure so I can work out any bubbles. And I'm doing this now so my vinyl is protected from that by that transfer tape. Okay, so let's do this again. You guys, I'm obsessed. This is so cute. I'm really liking this, that this is trending, the velvet and then the bows. I should have gotten on that velvet bandwagon during Christmas. I was really liking all the little velvet bows that people were placing on their Christmas trees instead of like your traditional ornaments. I really liked it. So we still got some bubbles, but that's okay. It's just going to be part of it, I guess. Okay, so let's move that aside again and bring in the second part of this design. So yeah, 405 basics. Let's start at the corner. And then this one, I believe, is just little hearts. So let's see how well this actually cut out. Yeah, I'm going to have to help some of them stick down. And these hearts are just all kind of angles, every which way they are laid out, which I really like. And let me look this over to make sure that I'm not missing any hearts. I don't think that I am. There is quite a bit of vinyl wasted there, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to use that same transfer tape. I just put it back on a backer so I could keep it all intact there. Okay, perfect. And repeat that process. Let's get this burnished down. And both sides here. Now let's peel back the backer. Okay, so let's see here. Not quite sure on placement here. I was lining up the hearts in those open spaces, and now I'm just looking at each heart, and I'm hoping that none interact with the bows, but there's one right there that's about to, yeah, okay. Okay, so what I was saying, I was trying to make sure that all the hearts lined up on the white surface itself and didn't kind of overlap with the bow, and all of them but 2 are good. So I think it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna have to test this color changing vinyl out as well for you guys. If you haven't used it yet, you'll be able to see how it works once we get all this done. We've got a heart right here. Let's move that one, and we'll move this one down. Just a bit, because it was right on that lip. And we've got this heart right here. We'll move that one over. Okay, and let's go ahead and put the lid back on. How cute. Can you see those little hearts? Okay, so I changed my mind. I went ahead and filled it up with water, and it is starting to change. The little hearts. Oh, it's leaking. Crud. See the hearts? Starting to change red. How cute. So it's 2 shades of pink, and then once it's cold, the lighter hearts, the lighter pink turns to red, and I think that that is so cute. So not all of them are changing, kind of working slow, but yeah, so cute, so cute. All right, so I have this multicolored design here, and I think that that is all the pieces. Just trying to make sure. So we are using a variety, so 3 from Teckwrap and 1 Oracle, and we are mixing matte vinyl with a gloss and then a shimmer. And I cut all this stuff out about a month ago, and I've had a couple videos prepped, and after I'd gotten everything cut out, I ended up just putting everything up, like out of sight, out of mind. And then I got sick with the flu. So I was ahead, and then I procrastinated. And now I don't remember what this is supposed to look like. So I'm gonna weed it all, and then I'll be able to decipher how to piece these pieces together. So I weeded all this out, and I could not for the life of me remember how this was supposed to look. So I pulled it back up in Design Space, and it says Cupid's Sweetest Valentine. And so the Valentine is the mixture of these 3 colors. And then there was a arrow, but this was a little short, so it wouldn't fit, so I had to throw it away. Anyways, this really cute charcuterie board, $5 from Target. I love the little heart detail there, and that it's round in nature. I really like these kind of pieces to use as decor. So I was going to originally do a wood burning project on this because, you know, it would have been permanent and we could use it, but I couldn't commit to a design, so I decided just to use this as decor purposes and not use it as a charcuterie board this year. My husband is working nights currently on this job, so we're not going to be doing anything anyways. So we'll just use this as decor, and maybe next year I'll bring it back out and, you know, add some more permanent design. But how nice is this blank, you guys? And then I loved the little satin little tools, satin red tools. So cute. Okay, so it was wrapped, but just to ensure that our vinyl can stick down, I'm going to rub this off with alcohol as well. Because sometimes vinyl does not like sticking to wood. So this is clean. Now it will dry quite fast. And we need some more transfer tape. I should have kept the other transfer tape. I wadded it up on accident and threw it away. I could have probably used that whole piece for the rest of the crafts, honestly. Let's just make it permanent. I always get nervous to commit. So I'm using my scraper tool to get that pressed down really well. And then peeling it back. We may be able to use this transfer tape again. Let's see. It's too short. For the rest of this stuff, let me get my black grid transfer tape. I'm going to cut some of this down so we can use this for the next part here. Okay, so we've got the second part here, and I'm just going to continue to work on each word. I had trouble. Uh-oh, that's already sticking. No. Well, crud. Rats. Well, heck. This is just not turning out. I was having problems weeding it because I'm getting it stuck to the transfer tape because my Cricut machine kind of cut through the backer too much. So the backer was coming up with the vinyl. This is just a hot mess. I'm getting frustrated because it's going to be misaligned, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. The first three letters are kind of off, but let's just go ahead and finish here. So let's start with the first letter of the word. This one has the V on it for Valentine. So I'm going to burnish this down on both sides, and we'll get this placed down, and then we'll work on this part because that is the second letter. Okay. Supposed to have that little arrow down here in this turquoise color. Man, this craft just looks horrible. I misaligned everything. I'm going to have to redo it, but you get the idea. Unfortunately, I just kind of, man, it's the sweetest. The sweetest needs to be redone because it is just not aligned. Let me see if I can work on this for a minute because I don't want to waste this vinyl. I don't want to remove it all and then have to throw it away. But, oh yeah, I think I'm going to be able to fix this. I think. Okay, so it looks better. I had to shift some of the letters. The W could probably be shifted down a little bit, but I don't want to interfere with this part of the V, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I do need that arrow there, but here we have craft number 2 with a mixture of colorful vinyl. How cute. And I'll just set this up against the backsplash, and it'll just serve as a Valentine's Day decor for the rest of the month. And then I'll take this off and stow it away until next year. And maybe next year we'll make something a little more permanent. All right, so moving in with the third craft. These are dish towels from Target. I'm gonna be using the black one today. I'm also gonna be using my mini press. This is HTV Ronce. They gave this to me last year. I turned it on medium heat. I'm gonna let that start heating up. And let me prep our dish towel here. I really liked this little scalloped edge with the different color fabric. I really liked that. And I really like black as well. So we're going to keep it folded like this because this is just going to be, you know, on my oven handle, and it will just serve as a decor piece. So as my heat press is heating up, we need to prep our surface and also weed our design. Need to get a new sheet here because it's got quite a bit of lint on it. So let's go ahead and just prep the surface here. Already looks so much better. Everything picks up on a black surface. Okay, so removed all that additional lint, and we are going to be using, so our mini press just chimed. We're going to be using this gold iron-on here, and I think this is Cricut Smart Iron-On because it is thicker. I think that this actually came with my Cricut Joy Xtra machine. Okay, and this had, this is a rose with XOXO. Design Space had other options too. So for like love, for example, one said love or kisses. I decided to do the X's and O's, and I was trying to think outside the box, which really flowers are traditional for Valentine's Day, but I just was like something different. You know, I didn't want to put a bow on here or too much verbiage. So I was just searching my little heart out, and this stole my heart. And we'll get that placed down. Okay, perfect. So medium heat, firm pressure for about 20 to 25 seconds per Cricut heat guide. And I am just going to monitor this because sometimes it requires a little more heat, especially since it's not a flat surface. I'm really going to have to focus on little areas to make sure that it's getting pressed down. So I definitely need some pressure. And my glass mat can withstand some heat. So this little iron-on project is just fine to do on my glass mat, because this is quite thick too. Okay, so I think that that's been enough time. So let's go ahead and turn it over to let it cool down. And I'm gonna press down too, just to help that iron-ons really get adhered to those fibers. Nope. So I'm gonna have to go over that little tail again. Just going slow. There's definitely some trouble areas. Okay. So no worries, I'm going to place the carrier sheet right back over to protect the vinyl, and then let's add a little more heat all over, and then really focusing on those little areas that lifted up as well. And then we'll let it cool down again and then peel back that backer. Okay, let's peel it back again and reveal. How cute. That gold pairs so well with that black. It's just so classic. And now we've got another simple design here. This is matte black from Teckwrap. I really love their matte vinyl. It is my favorite. And needs a little help at this little corner. And the centers, we had to have some hearts, some more hearts for the kitchen. And I found this tray at Target as well with the scalloped edge and the little gold details. This is going to pair great in my kitchen, $5. And definitely a universal piece, not just for, you know, Valentine's Day. Let's prep our surface. This has been sitting in my craft space and it's been getting kind of dirty. And now let's see here. Can we make this work? I think we can. So I'm going to take these two scraps here and piece these pieces together. Come on. So now for this smaller piece, lay it over, and now the vinyl is, or the transfer tape rather, is overlapping. And let's just peel this back, and I'm going to cut this excess transfer tape off so it doesn't just stick to everything, right? Okay, so very carefully here, I'm going to burnish it down. The backer for the black vinyl is just, it's almost like an iron-on backer. It's so thick. Okay, so let's bring in our tray again. And line this up at the bottom. And I was bringing in the black to match the dish towel so we could tie that in. And we've got it not wanting to lay down very flat right there. So I was trying to lift it up, but part of it's wanting to stick. So let's just have it stick down. Voila. And then this little area here, this little swoop, it's not all the way flat. So I'm just using my weeding tool here to help pick this little area up so I can kind of lay it back down. And there we have our next craft. How sweet is that? So simple, so subtle, modern, and it's gonna be really cute. I found this at Hobby Lobby. So I was thinking about, you know, maybe styling this with a candle, something along those lines, but nevertheless, definitely this on our kitchen countertop. And I found these cute, like, draped bows with the hearts. And I just had to use them. So I cut it out in this white, and then I cut it out in this pink again. This is the same pink we used from the first craft, which it's the Cricut brand. Now you can see this design kind of come to life. How cute is that? It reminds me of Cinderella. Just the style. So Cinderella to me. All right, so I'm going to finish weeding this stuff out, guys. Okay, so bringing in these darling little candles here. I bought two, one for the kitchen and one for my craft space. And I'm going to do the same thing. You know, we're going to apply the bows, but we just made them, you know, cut them out in different colors to change things up a bit. So I just cleaned the surface with rubbing alcohol, and the red candle is going to have the white vinyl, and the white candle is going to have the pink vinyl, and we've got some vinyl over here. Let's see, or transfer tape, my words. What am I saying today? I've been out of the game for a little bit, guys, and I just got over the flu. So today is Monday. Yesterday, Sunday, was the first day that I was actually able to leave the house after a week. So I think my brain is kind of trying to regroup. Oh, it's definitely trying to regroup. Okay. So burnish on both sides. And my machine, I've been having some trouble with some of the weeding because it just, my blade cut with a little too much pressure. Okay. Let's bring in our cup cradle to see if that will help. Candles make great little gifts. You can find, you know, so many different types of candles. It's inexpensive. You can personalize it by throwing some vinyl on it. How cute is that? So let's turn it over and repeat that on the back side. And there you have it. How cute. So cute. Okay, so let's move that one aside. And I'm gonna repeat the process. All right, so there are the crafts. How cute, guys. Love that design that I found. Okay, lastly, this here. And I just cut out some hearts. I had I Love You Always, because I just really wanted that at the top for my husband, but I think I made it way too wide. Like, it is not going to curve. Here, you'll see it here in a second. So I just typed out I love you always. And now I can see it a bit better. I could do the I love you. But like I said, I just wanted it curved, but I didn't curve this enough. So this isn't going to work. So I also have these little hearts. So let's just reuse some transfer tape. All right, so I went and washed this out because I wanted to put M&Ms in it. So, well, I've eaten some of them and looks like I need more, but that's okay. We'll have the visual here. So let's put the lid back on. Okay, how cute. Yeah, I'm just gonna add the hearts to the glass, and I'm just going to stick one on. I'm using my hand to kind of get that pressed on there. And I'm just gonna go around and bring this in so maybe you can see a bit better. Just, you know, having one stick down and then pressing it down, just like so. We're just gonna place it, oh goodness, so sorry for that noise. I'm gonna place it down just kind of sporadically there. Okay. Alrighty, so there I have my candy jar. I'll fill it up with some more M&Ms and I'll keep it full for Valentine's Day, or the month of Valentine's, month of February. And you can see just a little heart. It is subtle, but it is cute. And I think it looks better too to have the hearts on there. So when it gets to a point like it is right now, it's not full of M&Ms. You still have some, you know, design on the glass, so it's not just empty. Okay guys, this is the lineup and I love it. I'm glad that we were able to save this by just, you know, moving some of those letters. It still does need the arrow to kind of tie in that beautiful turquoise again, but everything turned out and I am grateful. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. You are my favorite. It means the most to me. Thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up if it was inspirational to you or you just enjoyed watching the content. Thank you so much as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.